Do you know what is most exciting about meditation? It's not that it has 76 proven benefits. These things are all good, and many people come and meditate for those reasons. That's great. But for me, what is most exciting about meditation is that every time you sit to meditate, you're developing 4 superpowers. And even if you're not interested in meditation for the health benefits, for making your mind sharper, for the mental health benefits, then still every time you sit to meditate, you're developing 4 key superpowers that can make a huge difference in your life. Hi there, meditator. Welcome to episode 19 of Master Your Mind Daily, your daily show on all things meditation, anxiety, and personal growth. My name is Giovanni Dinsman. I'm the author of Practical Meditation and the creator of Live in There, one of the 5 most visited meditation blogs on the planet. And today I'm talking about the 4 superpowers of meditation. For me, that's the real answer to the question, why should I meditate? Why meditation? So, these 4 superpowers, these are things that we develop every time we sit to practice. So before I go into them, let's just do a quick review of what a meditation session looks like, of what is the process of meditation. If we are practicing concentration type of meditation, then we get an object, let's say our breath. It could be a mantra, it could be anything. And then the instruction is to focus on the breathing, right? To focus on the breathing for as long as we can. To be aware of it moment after moment. To zoom into it. And then when we notice that our mind has wandered and that we are no longer aware of the breath, but we are thinking of something else, then we stop that train of thoughts. We become aware of it. And then we come out of it and bring our attention back to the breathing. So that's an exercise of awareness, and that's an exercise of willpower. And this process happens many times during each meditation practice. And every time we do that, we are enhancing these 4 superpowers. So what are they? The first one is zooming in. Zooming in is your capacity to place all your awareness, all your attention into a single thing and to keep it there for as long as you want to. And that's a superpower because most people cannot focus on anything for any amount of time. Our modern life, with our use of devices and social media and the fast pace of everything, is training us to not have that power of attention. And so those who can pay attention, who can zoom into things and stay there, they can see things more deeply. They can be present in their life with their partners, with their children, with their colleagues. They can be more present. When they're having a conversation, they can zoom into that person and really be there 100%. And it feels very different to have a conversation with someone like that. Also, this zooming in comes in very handy at work. And any goal that you have, you will need to zoom in. You will need to pay attention to something for long periods of time and keep your attention there. So this ability is trained every time you sit to meditate. Your awareness becomes sharper, your attention becomes deeper and stronger. So for focus, for presence in relationships, for achieving goals, the ability to focus is essential. The second superpower is kind of the opposite. It is zooming out. Because our mind will always go and play with thoughts and emotions and memories and imaginations that are not helpful. or that perhaps are not helpful for us right now, and we need to be thinking of something else. And so the ability to zoom out is the ability to get out of there. Our attention is going into a rabbit hole of negativity, or simply getting distracted where we needed to be present for something else more important in our life right now. And the ability to zoom out is the ability to, as soon as you notice that it has happened, to disengage your attention, to reclaim the power of your attention, to then be able to put it wherever you want to put it. And this ability is key for many reasons in our daily life. First, it allows us to get perspective. Right? So when we are zooming into some thoughts and we are unable to disengage, then we lose perspective. Our fears look so big. Our worries, they look so threatening. But when we can disengage, when we have the ability to zoom out and to again see the whole forest, not only the individual trees, then we get perspective. The ability to zoom out is also important for letting go. It is connected to the skill of letting go that we develop during meditation practice. Why is it difficult to let go? Because some thoughts, some memories, some feelings are sticky. And even though usually thoughts and feelings then come and go, but some of them come and they tend to stay for longer than they should. These are the things that we struggle to let go of. It could be regret. It could be a desire that is no longer going to be possible or fulfilled. It could be anything. So the ability of zooming out that we train in meditation is helpful here to allow us to let go of those sticky thoughts, to zoom out from them and just treat them as another cloud passing by in the sky. You are the sky, not the clouds. That's an experience that becomes more and more clear, more and more vivid as you deepen your meditation practice. And so zooming out gives us freedom. When your mind is automatically going into a pattern of negative thoughts or emotions, zooming out means I can get out of there. I don't need to stay in these unhelpful thoughts for a long time. I can get out of there. I can be present in my life and do what I need to do. So that is the value of zooming out. So first power is zooming in, second power is zooming out, third power is pausing. That's something that most of us will immediately associate with meditation. People who practice meditation daily, that have a meditation as part of their life, they have this ability to pause. And the ability to pause is the ability to not live in automatic mode. It's the ability to not react, but to respond to life. Because when we react to life, we have no choice. We are not free in that moment. We are not being creative in that moment. We are repeating our past. How we have been conditioned to think and feel about a certain circumstance. There's a trigger from the environment or from a person, and then we react. So a reaction is a repetition of the past. There's no growth there. There's no freedom there. There's no creative living there. To pause is to see that there is an instinct to react a certain way. But then now you have this distance. You have this space. You have this gap of freedom. And in this gap, you can see that there is this voice here that wants you to react a certain way. But you don't need to listen to it, because you have this ability to zoom out of that voice and zoom into something else. Without the ability to pause and have this distance, this space between our reactions and ourselves, between our thoughts, emotions, memories, and who we are, without that, then we are just repeating our past. We're just going to get carried away. And what that also means is that the environment and people are controlling how we feel. It's like, if this button is pressed, this reaction will happen. If this other button is pressed, this other reaction will happen. That is the life of an unconscious individual. A conscious individual, a meditator, is one who has that space, that pause. And you can never, in a way, he's unpredictable, because you don't know that pressing this button, this thing will happen. He has the choice. He or she has the choice, because there is that space. So that leads to making better decisions in your life and living more consciously, living more by design rather than by default. And with that, of course, you end up living a better life with less regret. Finally, the fourth superpower is changing channels. Imagine a TV set that there are many channels for you to choose. Some of them have shows that are very interesting and informative, uplifting. Others have shows that are kind of funny but superficial, good for some times. And others have shows that are just horrible. You don't enjoy them and they don't give you anything good. But sometimes those shows are up. But the problem with this TV is that you cannot control it. You have a remote control, but it doesn't really obey you. You put in one channel, and in the next moment, it automatically switches to the other channel. And it's playing that horrible show that doesn't teach you anything, and that's not even enjoyable. That is the picture of the monkey mind. It keeps jumping from branch to branch. This monkey is wild, and it's hard to control. This monkey keeps putting himself into trouble. That's what the meditator masters call the monkey mind that we have all been born with. But the thing is, we have a choice to go beyond it, to master, to tame this monkey. And that's what the fourth superpower, changing channels, is about. That's one of the skills we need to in order to tame the monkey. Changing channels means you have the power to control what state of mind and what state of emotion you want to be in. The environment, other people, many things may still influence you to feel or think a certain way, but you have the choice to become aware of it, to notice that you have been triggered, that you have been influenced to think and feel a certain way, and then to zoom out from it. Choose how you want to be in the present moment and zoom into that choice. And this is the power of the law of attention. I keep talking about this. Everyone's talking about the law of attraction. I talk about the law of attention. What you pay attention to will come to life for you. It will grow, it will exist in your life and in you. And what you don't pay attention to, that thing will slowly wane and disappear. So the law of attention is connected to your ability of changing channels. Every time you consciously change channels in your mind, say, I need to do something important right now, I need to have a difficult conversation, and there is fear coming up, and I notice that there is fear coming up, but I choose to zoom out of that fear and zoom into the conversation that I need to have because it's important and I can do this. So this is one example, and it's like this in every area of your life, the ability to change channels. So every time, in summary, every time you meditate, you are improving your health, physical health, mental health, making your mind sharper, etc. But what really excites me about the practice of meditation is that every time we meditate, we exercise the 4 superpowers of meditation. And these are things we can apply in all areas of our life. The first superpower is zooming in, the ability to be really present in your relationships, in your work, in your life, to zoom in to the things that you need to pay attention to. That is essential for achieving any goals. Second is zooming out. This gives you perspective and freedom. It's the ability to disengage from the things that your mind is bringing up that are negative. If your mind is engaged with negative thoughts and emotions and memories that are not helpful right now, you have this ability to zoom out and disengage. Third is pausing. If you cannot pause, you're going to live a reactive life. You're going to live by default. And your reactions are going to be determined by the environment, by other people, and by your past. So there's no space of freedom in your life. There's no creative living. You're just repeating your past. When you pause, you have a gap, you have a space to choose something different. And that's one of the gifts of meditation. And finally, changing channels. The ability to, when your mind goes into a certain channel, into a certain groove of thought, a certain pattern of thinking and feeling, you have the ability to zoom out, create something more positive, more helpful in the present moment, and zoom into that. It's like you're changing channels. You have the remote control for the TV. So these are the 4 superpowers of meditation. If you want to receive the written version of this talk with more details, then you can go to liveandare.com and download the PDF in that site. And if you want my help to develop a daily meditation practice in a way that is simple, easy, but also goes deep, little by little, without overwhelming yourself, so that you can really experience those 4 superpowers of meditation more and more, then I recommend you join the Limitless Life program. So I hope you have found this helpful. If you did, please like this video and share it with any of your friends who are thinking of starting a meditation practice, or perhaps they need to start but they don't know it yet. Or maybe they have already started and they're feeling a little bit demotivated with the practice. They're still in the beginning. They're not sure how to continue. I'm sure that they will benefit from this video. So please share it with them or tag them in the comments. And this is video 19 of a series of 100 daily videos that I'm doing. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any of the other videos, make sure you like and follow the Facebook page of Live and Dare, or that you subscribe on YouTube or whatever social channel you're watching this on. I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and happy growing.